In the mundane sea of his classroom, Kyoutaro is the odd fish out, diving deep into a murder encyclopedia while around him, the typical high school buzz plays out. This guy's got a dark side, constantly admitting to himself that he's a bit twisted. Kyoutaro's not just any troubled teen, he's got a fixation on causing pain, especially to one girl, Anna. She's the school's sweetheart, a popular chick, and a model to boot. Kyoutaro daydreams about seeing her in agony. Cut to lunchtime, and Kyoutaro's in the library, not for books, but for a different scene. He catches Anna, the popular girl, in a rare, unglamorous moment, stuffing her face with rice balls and demolishing a party-sized bag of chips. Then she's wrestling with her social studies homework without a paper cutter. Kyoutaro can't stand the sight. So, in a rare moment of interaction, he lends her his cutter. Anna cracks a pun about cutting her work time in half and borrows it. But when she's done, she snatches the cutter and leaves Kyoutaro with nothing but an empty chip bag. The next day, Kyoutaro finds his cutter back, warm from Anna's touch. In class, while everyone's busy with presentations, Kyoutaro notices Anna's lifeless eyes and her near tears. Then, a helicopter flies by, distracting everyone. Kyoutaro, in a moment of madness, slices up his group's presentation. But no one cares, they're all watching the helicopter and Anna. The school is ripe with gossip and naughty fantasies about Anna and her friend Shihiro. Kyoutaro overhears Kenta, a classmate, confessing his preference for fuller girls like Hara. Later, in the library, Hara is there for a secret meetup, insecure about her weight and how Anna seems to eat without a care. Kenta shows up, openly declaring his love for bigger girls. Anna crashes the scene but quickly realizes she's the odd one out. In a bizarre twist, Kyoutaro, hiding in the library, accidentally makes a noise. Following Anna's lead, they both pretend to be cats, which somehow works wonders for Kenta and Hara, who bond over their love for felines. Later, Kyoutaro hits a bookstore, decked out in emo gear, hunting for a fashion magazine featuring Anna. He finds Anna there too, trying to get noticed, but failing miserably. Feeling a bit sorry for her, Kyoutaro buys her magazine. The next day, he sees Anna with a guy named Haruya and assumes they're dating. But Haruya's just a persistent flirt, and Anna's not interested. As Haruya pressures her, Kyoutaro, in a wild move, sends his bike flying down a hill, causing a scene and distracting everyone. Anna finds Kyoutaro's clumsiness funny, and for once, they share a light moment. Scene changes, and in the library, Kyoutaro's personal chill zone, he often finds his peace disrupted by Anna, the girl he bizarrely wants to off. On this particularly lazy afternoon, Anna's busy with a DIY candy snack, but keeps messing up the water mix, leading to a comical game of spill and clean with Kyoutaro reluctantly playing the janitor. After several trips to the faucet and apologies, Kyoutaro, feeling like a knight in a Mario game, rushes to fetch a glass for Anna's princess act. He returns, only to find Anna's figured out she can just take the candy kit to the faucet. Kyoutaro, left with an unnecessary glass, sips water while Anna hands him her used plastic spoon, which he claims not to want but secretly treasures. In class, the heat's cranking up, and Anna and her friends start a fan circle. Anna's lousy aim leads to some unintentional comedy as she keeps hitting Shihiro. Kyoutaro ponders why a popular girl like Anna spends time alone in the library, half convinced she's plotting his demise. The room's getting hotter, and all Kyoutaro and Adaki can think about is maybe catching a sneaky glimpse of Anna's undergarments. Kyoutaro distracts Adaki with some creepy box cutter antics, allowing the girls to make their escape. Later, Kyoutaro lends Anna his fan, and she coaxes him to smell it with her, the scent of the fan mixed with her sweat. A moment for the connoisseurs. Anna then gets a call and ducks under the table, asking Kyoutaro to cover for her. The situation gets steamy, literally, as Kyoutaro feels the heat rising, leading to an awkward physical reaction. Chihiro walks in, looking for Anna. Kyoutaro plays dumb, but Anna accidentally reveals her hiding spot. Chihiro shares how Anna avoids eating snacks around her due to Chihiro's allergies. A cute but frustrating revelation for Anna, who's also envied for her figure. Kyoutaro, still dealing with his rising hero, excuses himself to the bathroom. Fast forward a week, and Kyoutaro's helping Hara with a haunted house. He's distracted by Hara's bazookas and a Sirocco scare. Amidst the chaos, Anna notices her family name on the tombstones, leading to a mix-up with Adaki blaming Kyoutaro. Hara clears the air, and Kyoutaro helps her redo the poster, shyly interacting with Anna. On the day of the cultural festival, Kyoutaro sees Anna getting hit on by Haruya and his gang. He follows but is forced to detour, bumping into Anna. She drags him into the 80 years ago exhibit, having fun pointing out landmarks. Their fingers accidentally touch, sending Kyoutaro into a tizzy. Anna snaps a selfie with him, while Kyoutaro is still mesmerized by their shared photo. Next days, Kyoutaro sketches some designs for his fantasy novel involving someone who kills everything he touches his heroines. Design suspiciously looks a lot like Anna, the school's darling. Scene changes, and we see Kyoutaro's battling a killer headache and ends up in the infirmary, right next to Anna. She's there, as luck would have it, rummaging through her pockets and pulling out a motley mix of candy and a lone painkiller. Kyoutaro, ever the gentleman, accepts it and watches Anna trot back to class, leaving her gym shirt behind. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Kyoutaro, with the gym shirt in hand, fights the urge to take a whiff of Anna's post-workout essence. But fate has other plans. The nurse, in her infinite wisdom, hands him the shirt to return to Anna. Talk about a sensory overload. Kyoutaro tries to give back the shirt, but Anna's too busy on a candy retrieval mission. Meanwhile, Adaki, the class clown, decides it's time for some risque fun. He and his crew wonder aloud a bit too loudly if the girls indulge in some solo love. The girls aren't having any of it and shoot daggers at Adaki with their glares. But Adaki's not deterred. He sneakily asks to see their nails, and then boasts to the guys about his findings. In a twist, Adaki hands Kyoutaro a note to pass to Anna. Kyoutaro, fearing it's something sketchy, swaps it with one of his sketches. Anna's thrilled to see herself in art form. When Kyoutaro reads the note, he discovers it's just Adaki fishing for Anna's contact info. But Adaki's not done. He whips out a personality test that's more about bedroom antics than personal growth. Anna, always a step ahead, keeps her guard up. In a hilarious turn of events, the test leads to an impromptu hand-touching session, and Kyoutaro's left wondering about Anna's dominant side. Gym class rolls around, and Anna's all about burning calories before her big photo shoot. Kyoutaro, in his usual days, nails Anna with a basketball. As she's whisked off to the infirmary with a bloody nose, Kyoutaro's left questioning his conflicting feelings for her. Underneath a bed in the infirmary, Kyoutaro overhears Anna's tearful apology to her mom about missing the photo shoot. He spots his sketch of her, carefully preserved, and bam. It hits him, he's got a crush on Anna. The next day, Anna's rocking a bandaged nose, courtesy of that basketball mishap. She's a mix of tears and smiles, and Kyoutaro, in a rare act of thoughtfulness, leaves her some tissues in the library. He watches hidden away, as she uses them not for tears, but for chip grease. Typical Anna. Kyoutaro's in a dilemma, wrestling with his feelings for Anna. He knows too well the pitfalls of celebrity romances, and vows not to fall for her. Next day, our boy Kyoutaro stumbles upon Anna sneaking a carton of milk during lunch. He's thinking, what's she up to? Feeding strays. But nope, in the library, he finds out she's on a mission to make porridge, a strawberry pudding snack. Anna, ever the rebel, decides to go commando, no bowl needed. Kyoutaro, fearing a culinary disaster, convinces her to hunt for a bowl in the home economics room. Locked out, they sneak into the chemistry lab, turning it into an impromptu kitchen. Here's where it gets steamy. They're mixing the pudding with beakers, and Anna lets Kyoutaro taste it off his finger. Just as they're getting into it, a teacher walks in. catching them in the act. Anna chokes on the pudding, and Kyoutaro, ever the gentleman, confesses they're making porridge. Meanwhile, Rin, the girl who accidentally whacked Anna with a basketball, is trying to apologize. But Anna, ever the drama magnet, is too distracted dropping cleaning cloths and stirring up trouble. Serena, the peacemaker, tries to speed up the apology, but it turns into a full-blown catfight. Kyoutaro, wise beyond his years, knows better than to get involved. Later, as Rin tries to find the right moment to apologize, Anna drags Kyoutaro into a selfie session. Kyoutaro, sensing Rin's distress, bails out in a hurry. Outside, Serena catches him, while Anna finally gets her apology from Rin. The girls make up, and even thank Kyoutaro for his accidental help. The day wraps up with Kyoutaro bumping into Anna again. She's eyeing his new bike and cheekily asks for a ride. He agrees, and off they go, with Anna handing him a pack of her favorite snacks, Papico. They talk about clubs, and Anna reveals she's thinking of quitting basketball. She wonders about joining Kyoutaro's data processing club. Kyoutaro, feeling the heat from their closeness, blurts out a yes. She teases him about his coffee flavor choice, suggesting he's not one for change. As they ride off, Kyoutaro's pedaling like a man possessed, trying to outrun his naughty thoughts. In a playful twist, Anna offers him a Papico. Kyoutaro, in a cheeky move, breaks off the top part and gives her the smaller bit. She laughs it off, and they part ways, leaving Kyoutaro in a whirlwind of emotions and confusion. Next day, Kyoutaro finds himself in a sticky situation, and it's not just because of the candy wrappers found in the library. The teacher, on a sugar sleuth mission, suspects Anna and calls her out. But her candy crimes court date gets postponed because, teachers are busy folks. Cut to Kyoutaro hanging out at a fast food joint with his sister Kana, when who walks in but Anna and her gang. There's this awkward, "Hey, I know you" exchange of glances. Kyoutaro overhears them chatting about Anna getting hit on outside school, which tickles his curiosity. Anna then starts a convo with him, playfully teasing about his older sister and lamenting about her forgotten wallet upstairs, a classic damsel in distress move. Kyoutaro, torn between being a knight in shining armor or a shy guy, opts for the latter and misses his chance to be her soft-serve hero. A few drama-filled days later, Anna, in a bold move, drags Kyoutaro to the teacher's office. The interrogation begins over the snack wrappers. But thanks to Kyoutaro's binge-watching legal dramas, he turns into a makeshift lawyer and gets Anna off the hook. The teacher, impressed with his courtroom drama skills, gives him a pat on the back. Anna, grateful and giddy, hands him some candy and bounces off, suggesting they should hang out more. Workplace visits are up next, and Kyoutaro is all geared up for some crime investigation excitement. But there's a twist. Class advisor Mida announces they need to form groups. Adachi, the class's not-so-favorite guy, invites Kyoutaro to join him, Kenta and Oda. But the groups get reshuffled to accommodate crushes and friendships, and Kyoutaro ends up helping Kenta join Hara's group, playing matchmaker. Later, in the library, Hara spills the beans about her romantic progress with Kenta and probes Anna about her love life. Anna, innocent as ever, shares she's never had a boyfriend. They share a selfie moment, only to find Kyoutaro spying on them, and Hara starts suspecting Kyoutaro's feelings for Anna. Then comes the classic rom-com rain scene. Kyoutaro, equipped with a raincoat, spots Anna without an umbrella. In a chivalrous move, he offers his raincoat, only to find out she left her bag and wallet behind. He dashes out in the rain to return them, discovering a perfectly fine umbrella in her bag. Was it forgetfulness or a sneaky plan to get close to him? In a sweet moment, Anna shares a chocolate mint popsicle with him, sparking a debate about her taste preferences. Kyoutaro realizes he's got more than a sweet tooth for Anna, he's falling for her. He leaves in a whirlwind of emotions, while Anna cheekily claims she's in love too, leaving Kyoutaro to wonder if she's just talking about the popsicle. Next day, Kyoutaro and the gang hit up Akita Publishing for their workplace visit. Mocha, the manga maestro, is all hype about her knowledge from One Piece Hunter and Attack on. But the real show starts when Adachi, the class Casanova, fails miserably at charming Anna. He even manages to embarrass himself by commenting on the assets of Anna's co-worker at the modeling agency. Talk about digging your own grave. Eventually, Adachi finds common ground with Serena and Mocha over their shared love for Crow's Worse. Meanwhile, Kyoutaro is doing his best to keep his cool around Anna. She notices him squirming and drags him to see the original Baki draft. Kyoutaro's inner manga fanboy is doing backflips. Then, Adachi pops the million-dollar question. Do artists use real-life inspiration for their spicy artwork? Anna shuts that down real quick with a crisp no. The descent in the elevator turns into an awkward sardine can situation with Anna and Kyoutaro squeezed together, leaving Kyoutaro nowhere safe to look. He shuts his eyes, praying for the ground floor. Once they're out, the duo chats about manga. Anna teases Kyoutaro about whether he's into romantic manga like Kimaru Octave. He denies it, but his pride takes a hit when she and Shahiro laugh it off. Needing a breather, Kyoutaro escapes to the bathroom to vent his frustration. Returning, he finds only Anna waiting for him. In a classic, missed the memo moment, she didn't tell the others where he'd gone. They rush to catch the train but end up missing it, giving them some unexpected alone time. Kyoutaro's thrilled, but his joy is short-lived when he sees Anna in tears. He plays the knight in shining armor, buying her milk tea and taking the blame for their tardy escape. On the train ride home, Kyoutaro is hyper-aware of Anna's closeness, especially when a crowd pushes them even closer. She's buzzing about Hara and Kenta's budding romance, but Kyoutaro's too distracted by her proximity to process a word. They finally catch up with Shahiro and the rest, who apologize for leaving them behind. The next day, Kyoutaro recounts his adventurous visit to his sister Kana, who finds his new zest for school life amusing. He wonders if his newfound enthusiasm is all thanks to his crush on Anna, but shrugs it off, convincing himself that Anna and Shahiro are just having a laugh at his expense. We then see Anna, the school's sweetheart, casually waits at the gate, nonchalantly lending Kyoutaro copies of her favorite manga, Kimi Hero Octave. It's obvious she's there just for him, but she plays it cool, pretending she has other reasons to be there. Later, she can't resist and pops into the library to see if Kyoutaro's diving into the manga world she loves so much. To her dismay, he's not, claiming he's more of a home reader. Anna, in a bold move, urges him to read it right there and then, leading to a moment of unexpected closeness. The next day, Anna checks in to see if Kyoutaro's made any progress with the manga. Kyoutaro, ever the distracted hero, admits he's been sidetracked. Meanwhile, Adachi, the class flirt, noticing Kyoutaro's chummy vibes with Anna, sneakily inquires if she's single. Kyoutaro, knowing the truth, stays mum. Adachi's interest in Anna is all about her looks and allure, leaving Kyoutaro feeling a bit queasy about such objectification. Yet he can't help but steal a glance at Anna's legs, earning a cheeky thumbs up from Adachi. At the library, Anna and Kyoutaro discover a new no snacking poster, a direct result of their earlier candy wrapper fiasco. Anna's distraught but defiant, continuing her snackathon regardless of the rules. Kyoutaro, ever the gentleman, holds her hand to hide her macadamia chocolate treat from the librarian. It's in this moment of sneaky snack solidarity that Kyoutaro realizes his feelings for Anna are the real deal. However, Anna's chocolatey indulgence leads to a sticky situation. The chocolate melts in her hand. She asks Kyoutaro to step out so she can enjoy her messy treat in peace. Kyoutaro, half joking, half serious, advises her to lay off the snacks, accepting that their library rendezvous might be coming to an end. The very next day, Kyoutaro's tangled in a web of snack shenanigans and racing hearts. Anna, determined to prove she's not the snack bandit of the library, swears she's cut down on her munching by 30%. Kyoutaro, now smitten, does what any love-struck teen would do. He Googles her. Lo and behold, Anna's a star in a TV show. But Kyoutaro's fanboy moment is cut short when he finds out he missed the episode. The next day, the school's all abuzz about a marathon. In a classic run for your crush scenario, Anna ends up chasing Kyoutaro. But in a twist of fate and wardrobe, she ends up running in his jersey, which she accidentally put on. Kyoutaro, red-faced and heart-racing, tries to keep his cool, especially when Anna's gym shirt is on backwards. In a swift move, she adjusts it mid-run, leaving Kyoutaro not knowing where to look. As they veer off course, Anna reaches out for Kyoutaro's help. He's left with the lingering touch of her hand and a heart beating out of his chest. But the jersey mix-up has him in knots. He's desperate to fix it before Anna becomes the laughing stock of the school. In a comical turn of events, while trying to signal to Anna about the jersey swap, Kyoutaro ends up embarrassing himself in front of the class. Lunchtime becomes a nerve-wracking affair as he anxiously watches Anna, praying she doesn't reveal their little secret. Anna, oblivious to the drama, finally figures out the swap, and they sneak off to the nurse's office for a sneaky jersey exchange. In the nurse's office, a height measuring turns into a comedy of errors, with Anna stepping on the scale and accusing Kyoutaro of peeking at her weight. The next day, the classroom is abuzz with news of Anna's casting in a movie alongside the heartthrob Naoki. Kyoutaro's bummed out that Anna's sitting ahead of him in class, making it impossible for him to sneak glances at her. Post-class, Anna's mood dips, feeling overshadowed by Naoki's fame. Kyoutaro tries to cheer her up in the library, where they're forced to hide in a utility closet due to some curious stares. Anna shares her one line from the movie, "You're a creep," which somehow gets Kyoutaro all pumped up. That evening, Kyoutaro tunes into Columbus Geekin', the show Anna stars in, but to his relief and slight disappointment, she doesn't utter a single line. He realizes that behind her star-studded life, Anna's just a regular girl dealing with regular frustrations. The next day at school, the anime saga continues with Anna beaming with pride. She's the talk of the town, boasting about her ample screen time on a TV show. She even hands Mocha a hilariously bad forgery of Naoki's signature talk about a collectible. With Shahiro out sick, Mocha becomes Anna's makeshift lap warmer. But things get awkward when Mocha gets a little too handsy. Serena, the class diplomat, whips up a diagram for Anna to mark her no-go zones. Kyoutaro, ever the observant one, jumps in to help Adachi erase it, but secretly files it away in his mental Anna's Do Not Touch folder. Shahiro bounces back from the flu just in time for the parent-teacher conference. Anna's riding high, claiming she's aced her studies. She even drags Shahiro to the library for a study session with Kyoutaro. Chihiro, the gossip queen, can't help but mention how Anna's been chatting up a storm about Kyoutaro. She shares a quirky story about Anna's whipped cream fiasco. Typical Anna style, trying to clean whipped cream off her face with more whipped cream. Conference day rolls around, and Kyoutaro's playing hide and seek with his mom. He catches a glimpse of Anna and her mom chatting with his own. Turns out, Anna's been talking about him quite a bit. Mom's the word. The two moms swap candies, much to the chagrin of Anna's mom. Kyoutaro survives the conference without any major disasters. On their way back, Kyoutaro's mom spills the beans about her chat with Anna. And who should be strolling right behind them? None other than Anna herself. Looks like Kyoutaro's not the only one doing a bit of spying. The next day at school, Kyoutaro finds himself in a tutoring session with Anna, the queen of flirtation and candy smuggling. While helping her out, he realizes her stash of sweets is dangerously exposed. In a move straight out of a spy thriller, he whispers a warning in her ear. The intensity of the moment catches Anna off guard, sending her stumbling talk about close encounters. Later, Anna updates her no-go zone chart, humorously adding her ear to the list, a result of Kyoutaro's steamy whisper session. Fast forward a few years, and Kyoutaro's biking home in the rain, sans raincoat. Anna, ever the resourceful one, tries to fashion a makeshift cover for him, but it's a no-go. She offers a ride under her umbrella, but duty calls and they part ways. Kyoutaro returns home, only to find that Anna left her bag of goodies behind. In a heroic dash to the station, he reunites her with her snack stash, earning a heartfelt thank you. That night, Kyoutaro's fever dreams are filled with bizarre visions of giant and tiny anises, a surreal side effect of his fever. The next afternoon, as Kyoutaro battles his fever, Anna makes a surprise visit. He's stunned, thinking it's all a dream. In his feverish state, he collapses, and Anna steps in like a guardian angel, helping him to bed and even changing his shirt. Kyoutaro, delirious, lets his head rest against her, embraced in a comforting hug. He wakes up later to find his sister Kana by his side, with Anna's Bavarian cream and a get-well note. A few days later, Kyoutaro's mom spills the beans about Anna's concerned vigil outside their house. Back at school, Kyoutaro bumps into a now hoarse-voiced Anna. Chihiro soon reveals that Anna's recent fever is the reason behind her peculiar behavior, including leaving behind her beloved strawberry Bavarian cream. Anna suddenly asks Kyoutaro if he uses Line just to talk to his family. She shows him her almost empty online profile and a funny Mantis sticker she wants to send him, but he declines. She asks if the data processing club has a Line group, but Kyoutaro says he's not part of it. Anna feels left out and suggests asking the club about it, but Kyoutaro is used to being excluded. Later, Mocha, feeling lonely without a boyfriend, decides to ask all the boys for their Line IDs. Anna sees this as a chance to get Kyoutaro's ID. She approaches him, but Mocha gets there first and comments on his profile picture of Rem from Rio, saying she prefers Ram. Anna gets jealous seeing them talk. Mocha then tells Anna to ask Ishii for his Line ID. Ishii, who is good at track and a smart student, lives in the same building as Anna. Anna pretends she's close to Ishii and that their parents get along. Mocha encourages her to ask Ishii for his ID, but Anna notices Kyoutaro looking upset when he realizes Anna has been trying to get his ID all day. This makes him jump up from his seat, interrupting Anna. That evening, Kyoutaro reads the Kinero manga Anna gave him and worries about the mixed signals she's sending. He convinces himself that she prefers typical romantic comedy protagonists and decides not to get his hopes up. The next day, Kyoutaro sees Haruya flirting with Anna. Jahaya strongly defends Anna until Haruya invites her to his house. Jahaya encourages Anna to go, but Anna refuses, leading to an argument between them. Later, Kyoutaro finds Anna crying in the library. She quickly stops crying and invites him in. She asks Kyoutaro if he plays video games, and he mentions he plays on the Nintendo Switch. He remembers embarrassingly claiming that the Switch's controls were bad and just for casual players, which he now regrets. Suddenly, two girls who are dating Maria come in and apologize for Hira's flirtatious behavior. They ask Anna if she has a boyfriend, but she strongly denies it. When one girl sees Kyoutaro nearby, they suspect something and leave. Anna then pretends to kiss Kyoutaro when she hears Hira approaching, and Hira leaves. Anna apologizes and walks away, leaving Kyoutaro confused. Later, Jahaya and Anna make up after their argument. That evening, Kyoutaro wonders if Anna is just using him to keep Hira away, thinking she wouldn't spend time with someone like him otherwise. He starts avoiding the library and Anna in the days that follow. That afternoon, Anna runs after Kyoutaro and catches him near the stairs. She asks if she's done something wrong, like being overly friendly or too close. Kyoutaro thinks she's just upset because he's avoiding her games, and he tries to leave. But then Anna starts crying, and Kyoutaro sees her using the tissues he gave her earlier. He realizes she's not the type to play games. He's always known this, but found it easier to keep his distance than risk getting hurt. They make up, and Anna hugs him. At first, she pulls away, thinking Kyoutaro doesn't like hugs, but he tells her that's not true, and they hug again. On their way home, Anna talks a lot about Nado, which Kyoutaro isn't interested in. He gives back her Kinero's Signal manga, and she's happy they like the same scene. She then looks at her calendar, longing for December 24th, and promises to lend him the next manga next week. When the week comes, Anna forgets the manga, but asks to meet him the next day, which is December 24th, and boldly asks for his line ID. That evening, they text and plan to meet by the Hachiko statue in Shibuya. Anna sends a goodnight text, excited about tomorrow. Kyoutaro arrives early at Shibuya, not because he's excited or anything. He spots someone who might be Anna, eating a croquette, and realizes it's her. She leads him to a cafe she's excited about. Kyoutaro is nervous about standing in line, but Anna says she feels comfortable with him. She then stops talking, realizing what she implied. Kyoutaro tries to stand in front of her in line, remembering men are supposed to do that, but she insists he stays behind. He compliments her hair, and she says her strict-looking mother did it. Kyoutaro calls her mother cute, which annoys Anna. They sit down, and Kyoutaro is nervous about the high prices. Anna feels bad and says they should have gone to a regular cafe. Kyoutaro orders coffee, and Anna places the order for him. She notices his all-black outfit, and he tries to explain it, but then remembers she's a model and knows more about fashion than him. He gets more nervous when her pancakes arrive, and she has him film her eating. He thought she was doing it for social media, but she just wanted to send it to him. Kyoutaro is amazed by Anna's gesture when she suddenly holds his chin and tells him to focus on her instead of the phone. They then go to a boutique where Kyoutaro nervously picks out a dress for Anna. Waiting outside the dressing room, he imagines Anna without clothes, feeling embarrassed. As Anna reveals herself in the red velvet dress Kyoutaro chose, his sister Kanon walks in. To avoid being seen, Kyoutaro pulls Anna back into the dressing room. Inside, Anna quietly asks Kyoutaro what he meant by saying, "not yet" earlier. He says, "sometime soon," and she holds him to that promise. While in the dressing room, Kyoutaro accidentally sees Anna's underwear, which makes him flustered. Kanon eventually leaves the store. On their way back, Anna worries that Kyoutaro didn't enjoy the day. He reassures her that, despite his usual gloominess, he really had fun. Anna then wraps her scarf around his neck, and they admire the brightly lit town square together. At the train station, Kyoutaro finally gets to hold the bag with the manga, noticing the handles are damp from Anna's hands. As they get caught in a crowd, Anna grabs Kyoutaro's hand, which is slightly sweaty. Kyoutaro bravely holds her hand tighter, and they don't let go for the entire trip home. When they reach Anna's house, she lets go of his hand. Kyoutaro wants to wish her a happy new year, but she says they have more days to do that. After saying goodbye, they part ways. Kyoutaro looks back and sees Anna acting like Santa Claus, making him laugh. That evening, Kyoutaro reflects on his feelings for Anna. The main character from the Kimi Hero manga appears as a ghost, reminding him of how he held Anna's hand and what he said to her. Kyoutaro realizes he might have a chance with her. Soon after, he receives a goodnight text from Anna and replies back. On New Year's Eve, Kyoutaro finds himself in a wild situation at a party with Moko Nanjo and one of his girlfriends. Nanjo wraps his arm around Kyoutaro, cheekily asking how Anna is doing. The story actually began 4 days earlier when Kyoutaro and his family went to Akita for the new year. Not much has changed for him, including his height, and like always, he's sharing a room with his sister. But this trip has a tantalizing twist. Anna. She sends him a tempting photo of her lunch, reminding him to send a picture of the snow. Trying to capture the perfect snowy scene outside, Kyoutaro slips and ends up injuring his arm. Later that night, recovering from his fall, and with a broken arm, Kyoutaro sends a mirror selfie of his injury to Anna. To his surprise, she video calls him late at night. Ensuring his sister Kana is asleep, he answers, and they flirtatiously chat. But suddenly, Kyoutaro panics when Kana appears, and he quickly ends the call, nervously explaining to Kana that Anna is just a classmate. Kyoutaro is relieved when Kana doesn't tease him, and instead lets it slide. He texts Anna to apologize, and tells her he described her as just a friend to Kana. The word "just" gives Anna a hint of hope. She asks if she can call again, and Kyoutaro steps out into the hallway for more privacy. During their call, Anna playfully asks if he has a drink and if he can see the moon. He snaps a photo of the moon for her, which delights her. Curious, Kyoutaro asks what this is all about, but Anna plays it coy, saying it's nothing, though she's reading Kimi Iro signal. In a flirty move, Anna then asks Kyoutaro to pat his head and stroke it 3 times, mimicking the action on her stuffed animal. She ends the call abruptly, leaving Kyoutaro intrigued and wishing her good night. This unexpected call sparks a night of tantalizing thoughts for Kyoutaro, leaving him excited and hopeful for what's to come. The next morning, Kyoutaro heads back to Tokyo. During a stop, he buys a cute dog keychain for Anna. Later, his sister Kana offers some unsolicited but flirty love advice when she finds out the girl he's been talking to is Anna Yamada, the same girl who left the note. She tells Kyoutaro he might actually have a shot with her. After getting home, Kyoutaro steps out to return Anna's manga and scarf. On his way, he unexpectedly runs into Anna, who introduces him to her adorable dog. They go to a local park, where Anna shows off her dog's tricks. But it's Anna who playfully mimics the dog's actions, sitting and offering her paw when Kyoutaro gives the commands. As they sit together, Anna reaches over Kyoutaro to grab her scarf from his bag, making him a bit bashful. She confesses she wanted him to keep the scarf and was worried he might not like it. Summoning his courage, Kyoutaro presents her with the dog keychain, and Anna is ecstatic. She jumps up, twirls around, and thanks him for the thoughtful gift. On the way home, Anna inquires if he's visiting any shrines for the new year. Ignoring his family plans, she tells him she'll text him a time and place to meet, and then runs off home. A few days later, Kyoutaro and Anna continue texting. About 2 hours before midnight, Kyoutaro bumps into Nanju at a convenience store. Recalling the awkward restaurant encounter, Nanju tries to pressure Kyoutaro into giving up Anna's line number. Kyoutaro playfully insists Anna communicates only through telepathy, and even tries to get Nanju's girlfriend, Moko, involved. But Moko feigns ignorance of both their numbers. Nanju, persistent, asks Kyoutaro for Anna's number again, promising secrecy. Kyoutaro refuses, saying he just doesn't want to give it. Moko's attitude towards Kyoutaro shifts, and she openly acknowledges knowing him. She declines Nanju's offer to walk her home, stating she and Kyoutaro are friends. Kyoutaro walks Moko home, thanking her for her support. He confesses his crush on Anna, and Moko says it's so obvious that probably only Anna doesn't realize it. After seeing Moko off, Kyoutaro calls Anna to wish her a happy new year, taking a bold step in their evolving romantic saga. Kyoutaro is on a call with Anna when Moko suddenly enters the room, prompting him to abruptly hang up. He silently vows to confess his true feelings to Anna one day. Moko, eyeing the mess in the room, teasingly asks Anna if she's blind to trash cans. Kyoutaro plans to sneak away from his family to meet Anna at the local shrine. To his surprise, Anna is already there, catching the attention of his family. Kana, Kyoutaro's sister, is struck by Anna's stunning appearance and curiously asks if she has a boyfriend, noting Anna's alluring attire. Kyoutaro denies it, but Kana pushes him to interact with her. Spotting Kyoutaro and his family, Anna confidently approaches them as Kyoutaro hesitates. Anna joins Kyoutaro and his family for the shrine visit, though she's a bit thrown off by the unplanned double date. With one arm in a cast, Kyoutaro struggles to pray, so Anna tenderly places her hand on his, making his dream come true right there. After parting ways, Kana drags Kyoutaro back to the shrine, where they find Anna indulging in her usual food fest. Kana invites Anna over, and she eagerly accepts. On their way home, Kana realizes Anna had been waiting at the shrine for Kyoutaro, and suggests he has a better chance with her than he thinks. At home, Kyoutaro notices Anna using the Akita dog keychain he gave her, worrying that Kana might discover his secret crush. He awkwardly tries to hide it, making the situation more noticeable. Kana prepares a cozy hot pot dinner for Anna, and after the meal, she brings out their yearbooks. Flipping through Kyoutaro's photos, Anna observes changes in him that he fails to see. When Kana mentions Kyoutaro's lack of outdoor activity, the mood dips. Kana quickly leaves, and Anna follows her. Kana thanks Anna for being Kyoutaro's friend, and they agree to call each other sisters. Left alone in the house, Anna follows Kyoutaro to his room, playfully snatching his yearbook. Sitting close to him, she inquires about his past friendships. As Anna explores his room, she discovers his various trophies and awards, getting a glimpse into his more psychological interests. She picks up one of his horror anthologies, intrigued. Amazed by this side of Kyoutaro, she playfully asks if he can read minds while lounging on his bed. Her hand accidentally catches a fashion magazine featuring Anna, which Kyoutaro uses for personal reasons. In a panic, Kyoutaro tries to grab the magazine, but ends up pinning her down, leading to a tense, eye-locking moment. Anna pushes him off, apologizing for prying, while Kyoutaro fears he's ruined everything. But Anna, undeterred, takes pictures of some of his photos and promises to show him her yearbook next time, subtly inviting him over. A flashback reveals Kyoutaro's past disappointments, including failing an entrance exam and losing touch with friends. His dark, Wednesday Addams-like interests initially creep out his middle school classmates, highlighting his unique personality. The next morning, Kyoutaro gets ready for school, feeling a new sense of confidence inspired by his recent experiences. He hops into his mom's car, and Kana notices his uplifted spirits. At school, Anna suddenly appears, asking about his Akita keychain. Kyoutaro shyly shows it to her, and she playfully pulls him behind the school building to attach it to his collar, making them a matching pair. Kyoutaro gazes at Anna, reminiscing about all the moments they've shared. He confesses that he used to dislike school, often making excuses to avoid social events. But now he finds himself enjoying school life, thanks to Anna giving him a fresh outlook. Anna, however, tells him he should be thanking himself. If he hadn't come to this school, they wouldn't have met or connected with others. As Kyoutaro accidentally drops his books, Anna bends down to help him pick them up. This moment makes him realize he's been fooling himself into thinking he doesn't belong. In a tender embrace, Kyoutaro finally expresses his gratitude, simply saying thank you. The pair then hurry to class, where Moko catches them in a coy moment and teases them, hinting they might be more than friends. Anna, unfazed, hands Kyoutaro a bag of shrimp crackers, which turns out to be empty. She playfully compensates with a piece of candy, and their casual, flirty days at school go on. This brings an end to Season 1.